I am just so I fell in love with the poster more like before even knowing about the movie. So I
Uh,
just stuck it up there. Um, I'm really intrigued that you've made this movie because we know you from doing sci-fi and action and things that aren't usually horror. What was about this story that made you sort of want to venture into the horror? And I know that you've said in the past that you're not a fan of horror, really.
Not at all. But if you watch I did that's my 20th film, I think. I went from sci-fi to Joan of Arc to Angel A to, I mean, I really love to go from one side to the other. So it's fresher for me to go to something new. No, I read my first inspiration is Caleb Landry Jones.
Yeah. Hmm.
We did Dogman together, and I love this actor. He's a genius, and I want to do another movie with him. So we start talking about like what can he play, and so we think about Mao Zedong, Jesus, Charles de Gaulle. We try like everything, Attila, and then in the list we put Dracula, and then say, oh, maybe I should read it again. And I read the book again, and what struck me is this man who wait 400 years because he wants to say properly goodbye to his wife. And suddenly it break my heart. And I thought that's so romantic. And that's the story I want to tell. Nothing else. Not specifically vampires, Dracula, or things. It was the story I want to tell, which is way closer to Beauty and the Beast than Dracula, in fact. So
Yeah.
it's not a horror film at all, but it was also funny to play a little bit with the vampirism and so but I make more fun of it than the real than the real thing. The movie is really about this incredible love story for me.
Yeah, look, you mentioned Caleb there, and he's super impressive in this. And again, you said you worked with him with Dogman. What was about him, about his acting ability that made you want to work with? Because I know once you find someone that you love working with, like for example, Jean Reno in the past, you really stick to them. Do you feel like you found another muse here that you want to work with?
I hope so because artists are free, so he's a bird. But no, it's the mix of he has an access to his sensitivity, the dark side, the beautiful side, the clean side, everything. He have access, and he has absolutely no problem to throw it out. That's the first thing. And then mix with that as a human being is a very super soft and gentle and friendly and polite. And he's not a star. He's living in a small house. He has his wife. He has his baby. He doesn't go out. He has a temperament. It's all for his art. If he makes music or if he make a movie, it's all for it. The king is the movie, and he gives everything. And he doesn't ask you for the size of his caravan or like his the size of his title on the thing. He doesn't care about all this. And for me, because I'm passionate about movies. For me, it's a dream to find someone like this because it's all about the movie and how can we make it better. And every morning, for 6 months of preparation, every morning we were excited to see each other because we have ideas during the night that we have to exchange. Oh, look, what about this and what about that? But Caleb, maybe we can do this. Oh, yeah, that's interesting. And it's brilliant for me, brilliant. And some actors, you have an entourage, you have the manager, you have the agent, the things. You have to talk to the manager, who talk to the agent, who talk to the assistant, so you can talk to the guy. Come on.
Yeah.
And
Do you think, what are the themes that are in Bram Stoker's book that you think people who may have adapted it in the past have missed from this story?
no clue because I've not seen a lot of Dracula.
Mm.
I've seen the Coppola one 30 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And then I've seen one with Christopher Lee when I was 12. But I watched only 10 minutes because I was so scared. So I never see it. In fact, never seen it. So I don't know. No, I think people, they're always this attraction for fear, I think, which makes a horror film and all this part of the movie business. But I'm not so much like it. I'm not interested just by the playing the fear for the fear, you know. I'd rather have the fear of losing your love, for example.
So in the book, basically, it is a love story, really. It is about someone's obsession with this particular person, and he will even put his own immortal life at risk to get close to her. What was it about that idea that excited you?
It's funny because everyone is fighting not to die.
Yeah.
But when you have immortality, it's terrible. And I love the scene where he tried to die many, many times and it doesn't work. So you just have to be patient. And I like this relationship with the time, a lot. And I try to play in the movie to play a lot about that. The fact that he goes, when I always have the same question at the beginning. I said, he met her 400 years later. What happened during 400 years? I want to see him on the 14th century, 15, 16. I want to know through what he went, to see him like being a dandy. And one thing that I was sure is you cannot be attached to people because they're going to disappear. They're going to die. So the only thing you can be attached is art, because art never dies. So that's why he loves silk, he loves music, he loves jewelry, he loves art. He's a dandy, he's an artist, because at least he can survive with art.
Let's talk about Zoe. I don't have that much time left, but I want to talk
Sorry.
about Zoe. No, it's all right. I want to talk about Zoe, who comes from an acting dynasty herself. What was it about her that made you want to cast her in this? Because she is absolutely fabulous.
In fact, I couldn't find, there's one or two actors, but we couldn't have them. They were taking on another movie. And Caleb say, oh, he sent me a little picture of this girl, say, oh, her name is Zoe something. And I watch her, and then I say, oh, okay, let's do a test. So I went to see, we went to make a test with her. And I didn't know it was the daughter of Rosanna, which I shot like 30 years ago. And I just get it later, in fact. And she was the best on the test. We test few girls. She was really the best. And then the story was funny to suddenly shoot with the daughter of, the girl who played in the Big Blue. But that's after, in fact. The thing is, she was the best on the test. That's all.
Thank you so, so much. Again, congratulations on this. It looks absolutely gorgeous. And as I say, I am completely in love with that poster. I think I'm going to find myself a copy and put it in my house because I think it's beautiful. Thank you.
Thank
Lovely
you so
to speak
much.
to you, Luc. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys!
Hey, you guys!
Hey you guys!
Hey, that's what they all say.
Hey you guys!
Hey,